afternoon or good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. Now, what I will do is before I start getting into this broadcast, this live webinar, I'll wait to see if you've got me on YouTube there, because you know YouTube always takes that little bit of time to catch up. So I'll wait for the broadcast to get going, and then if you could do me the favour of letting me know that you can hear and see me okay. I appreciate there's a bit of a lag here, so I'll just wait for YouTube to catch up, and then hopefully we can get straight into the Hangout. Now, as you can see, I'm in a different location. Actually, I'm in the bay window of my bedroom, okay? Got something going on downstairs, got some renovations going on and whatnot. So the rest of the house is occupied. And as you can see, I've got these two lights, and they're shining right on the whiteboard here directly behind me. Okay, so I think everybody's got me and hears me okay, so that's brilliant. And so what I will do is I want to say, if you've got any questions as we go through this broadcast, then pop them into capital letters. Now, Darren's not able to join me at the moment because of things that are going on in lockdown. Darren's is a busy man with other things. So hopefully he'll be on the next broadcast. Now, what I want to try and do with these broadcasts as we go forward now, because I've been a little bit quiet for a few weeks, because we've actually had a big change go on inside the business, okay? And the biggest change of all is, we no longer have an office because everybody has to work from home. Some of the programmers couldn't work from home, so we've had to jiggle people around. Unfortunately, lay a couple of programmers off and get different programmers on board that can bring them up to speed with the code. So now we've got everybody working remotely. Okay, so now we're sort of settling back in to get things moving again. And what I want to do in this broadcast, in this webinar, is to go through some of the things that are happening, okay, towards the middle of the Hangout. But really, this Hangout, I've called it Stay at Home and Earn Money, because that's exactly what I'm doing, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. If you want to earn money, you've got everything at your fingertips, and it's only down to you. That's the only person that's going to stop you earning money is you, okay? It's certainly not going to be me, it's certainly not going to be Zukul, and it's certainly not going to be Johnny Blockchain. Now, what I want to do is, for those of you who don't know, we've got two websites, okay? We've got zukul.com and we've got johnnyblockchain.com. Both trading platforms, okay? Johnny Blockchain is an arbitrage and portfolio management suite. Zukul is trading bots, plus it's got an MLM built into it, so it's a great way if you're a person that wants to go out and promote. It's a great way to come in, and plus if you go in via Zukul, you get access to Johnny Blockchain as well, depending on the package that you've got. But I'll show you all that as we go forward. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. Let's share the screen. Let's see. So hopefully you've got my screen. Then I can come over here. So we've got a few people in the house at the moment. And so if you're watching, I've got 23 people on the live broadcast. If you wouldn't mind giving a thumbs up, and if you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, I'd highly recommend you do that, because this is where all the live broadcasts go out, and this is where I do a lot of live trading, and I upload the videos from here, okay? So first off, I want to take you over to Zukul, and I want to tell you about our water project that we're involved in. Now, every week on a Friday, we make a donation to the water project, and we've done that now for a number of years, but I'm not sure everybody's aware of it. We like to give a little bit back, and these are the projects. If you go to zukul.com and you come to the home page, if you scroll half the way down, if I come here, let's go to see if we've got Zukul. Yeah, if you come up to, where is it? It's go down the bottom of the page, and you'll see below the testimonials, you'll see this link here, this page. And if you click on that there, it shows you all the water projects that we've donated to. And if you want to click on them and read them, you can to show you. But I'll just show you one of them. It tells you all about this particular project, okay? And if you go down the bottom of the screen, you'll see all the contributors, okay? contributions, and you'll see Zukul is on that list, okay? And you'll always see us on the list. You'll either see Zukul or you'll see Johnny Blockchain. So we give to the water project every week. Every week we make that donation. I just wanted to show you that. You might not be interested, but I thought it was something worth sharing, okay? Right, now, what I want to do is I want to, first off, take you to the inside of Zukul. Now, before I do that, we've got, if you come up to the top of Zukul and you click on products, it's going to take you to this section here, okay? Now, the gold package, this gold package, you can, it's charged in Bitcoin and it's worked out at your local rate. So as you can see, I'm in the UK, so it's saying $35 a month. You get access to Zukul and some trading robots that I'm about to show you, and you'll get access to Johnny Blockchain, okay? So that's the gold package. So that's just an amazing deal. It really is, okay? It doesn't give you the binary options. If you want to go for the binary options package, you can do that there, okay? So let me just take you over to Zukul, and I'm going to show you inside Zukul first. So what I've done is I've logged into my account. As you can see, my name's at the top there, and I've come up to trading, and what I've done is I've come down to my betting bots, which is the binary options robot, okay? And as you can see, my bot at the moment's run minus in $1. So let's just refresh the screen while we got that to see what happens. Minus $1. Okay, this robot was started at 1639 on the 1st of May. If I take you into the archives, okay, you could see that this bot has been going great guns. Okay, it's been, this particular bot that I set up is just been going, you know, it's only small wins. Okay, it's only 90 cents, 92 cents, 96 cents. That's going, but as you can see, 1st of May, 1st of May, 1st of May, 1st of May, 30th of April yesterday. And if I take you over to the demo bot, I've set up a demo bot as well. The same settings, but just a bigger amount, okay? So I'm trading here. If I take you back to the live bot, I'm trading here with $16. I've got a budget of $16. So that means I'm prepared to lose $16. So if this bot run into trouble, I would lose, the maximum I would lose is $16. Now, the downside to that is if you do lose the $16, which I've done, because I've got a small budget there, a small, profit margin bit, I've got to do sort of 16 trades to get back my loss. Okay, 16 winning bots. Well, I don't have to do it, but the robot has to do it. And what I did with this particular account, I set it up with $16 budget, and I'll show you the settings in a moment. $16, first bet of $1. So let's come over to the live one. I'll just show you. Edit the settings. You get this pop-up. It says my new bot. Tells you there the date that it started. It tells you the asset that I'm trading with, whether the bot's live or in demo mode. As you can see, it's in live. I'm using strategy A. I've got the bot running for 7,200 hours. I've got algorithm 70, and the formula I've got is what's called a martingale formula, and that's the 1, 2, 4, 8. So what that means is it will place the first trade, okay, and in this case it's the first trade is $1. As you can see, I've got there the first bet is $1, so it will place the first trade of $1. Now if that loses, which you can see the bot lost the first trade on this particular one, it will then place the next trade when it thinks it's the right time. It will place $2. Okay, so now I would be, if that lost, I'd be in debt of $3. Okay, then if that 2 trades lost, it would place a $4 trade. So that means if that lost, I would be in debt of $7. And then if that lost again, it would then place a 4th and final trade of $8. And if that lost, I'd lose $15. I'd have lost $15. The bot would go back to 1. So that's why I set a budget of 16. So I allow it to go 1 move through the martingale plus 1 more trade. Okay, and I've got the budget set at 16. So that means that's the maximum I could lose. And I've got the profit set at 25 cents. So what this robot will do is, if it makes a trade and it wins that trade, and it's only got to make me 25 cents. So if I just close this a minute, and if I go to the archive, you could see that this bot's made me 92 cents, 96 cents, 92, 96, 96, 96. Sorry, 92, 92. So I've not set a big profit margin. Okay, and if I go down here, let's just find one that's lost. This one here, look, $7 it lost. So let's go and have a look at it. So basically what the robot did here, it placed a trade of $1 and lost it. So the next trade it placed was $2. So that's lost that as well. So that lost $3. As you can see there, it says -3. Then it placed another trade of $4. So that would have had the $4, the $2, and the $1. That's a loss of $7. Then it placed a trade of $8. Okay, so what it did is it got me back all the money that it lost and made me 68 cents. Okay, now this is on complete autopilot. You don't have to do anything with this. But one thing I want to say with binary options, it is a risky bot. Okay, it's a risky trading. Even if you're doing it manually, you know it's very risky. So these types of trades I like to do with small amounts. Okay, and I'm happy for the robot to make these small profits of you know, in this case 68 cents or 96 cents. But I've got the same bot running in demo mode, but this time I've got a budget of $160 rather than 16. So obviously there's a bigger loss. I could lose 160. So this is why I'm running this bot, okay, in demo mode with a bigger amount. Now what I will do is, when I'm happy and I've got the live bot up and running, I may up the ante. You know, I may go up to $2 a trade, but that means I'd have to trade with $32. I'd have to have a budget of 32 because I've got to take it through the process. Okay. Now, if you're setting up one of these these binary options robots, okay, you must make sure that if you do set up a demo one, that you want it to go into live, you set the settings exactly the same. You don't, you know, trade in here in demo mode with $1,000, and then when you go on to the live bot, you trade with a tenner, you know, with $10, because that's not exactly the same settings, is it? Okay, so you must make sure that if you're going to run a live bot or change a demo bot into a live, and you're going to you must use exactly the same settings. Okay, but do small amounts until you get the hang of this. Then you'll be able to, you know, be a bit more daring. What I like to do is, the last time I did this, if I look down here, let me just show you. Oh, let's go to the live one. So if I go down here, let's just load some more trades. So you see here, I had 2 bots that lost. Now, up until that point, I'd made about $180 profit. Okay, $180 profit. I lost, because what I did was the cardinal sin. I lost on the bot, this one here, which is the US crude oil, okay? And then what I should have done was walk away, but I didn't. Like a fool, I set the bot up again with exactly the same settings, and I lost again. So that took my $180 down to $150, okay? Still a profit of $150. But what I did is I should have walked away. I should have come away for you know, stop the bot, let the charts calm down, maybe come back in a few days' time, or set up a completely different asset. Okay, so don't think that if you're going to copy my settings, you're going to start, because I could run into a loss, couldn't I? I could all of a sudden just run the loss. I could have showed you this bot here, you know, when it was making money. You thought, oh, I'll copy Jeremy, and then bang, you set your bot up and you lost, and you would then be saying, well, I copied you, Jeremy, and how come your bot won and my bot lost? Well, if you would have copied me there, you would have lost. But if you copy me on here, at the moment I'm doing winning trades. Okay, but and so look, if I look down, if I come from here now, I've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 21, 22. So 22 winning trades there. So I've made about, you know, 92 cents a trade. So 22 times the 90 cents. So I've made about $19.80. So if I lose now, I would still be, you know, I would only lose $16. I'd still be up $3, wouldn't I? Okay. So I'm okay now. I'm quite confident now. If the bot loses, I've still made the $3 profit, you know. Doesn't sound a lot, but it's all on autopilot. And obviously, if you want to earn more, you've got to trade with more, but you should only trade with what you can afford to lose. You can't, you know, don't send me and say, oh, I copied you and I've lost all my money. You know, that's trading. You know, there's no guarantees in life except paying your taxes and death. Okay, so they're the two guarantees. Everything else is not guaranteed. Everything comes with a risk. So at the moment, I've got this bot running here, started, because what I've got it setting up actually is just to tell you, let's just go back to the settings and I'll show you. And so I've got this tick box here. It says auto duplicate if finished on a profit. So if this bot makes me the 96 cents like it's been doing, it finishes the bot, banks the money that it's got me the profit, and then it will complete and it will start a new trade, a new robot. Now I like to do that because if I show you, I don't know whether this is going to load quick enough, but if I show you the chart, you see what the bot does every time it starts. It's going to read a number of candles. Okay, I think it's something like 32 candles it reads before it makes a decision of what it's going to do, whether it's going to place a trade or it's not going to place a trade. Okay, but if you run the bot for a long period of time, it's not going to analyze those 32 candles, is it? It's just going to it's only going to look at the patterns, what's happening right now on the screen. So I like to get the bot to start so it analyzes the candles before it makes its decision. So what you're doing is you're forcing the bot to backtrack and look at the last 30 candles, and it will get a good idea of what's going on. I think it's 30, somewhere around there. Can't remember, to be honest. But as you can see here, this particular robot, it placed an order there thinking that the price was going to go up. But unfortunately, the price started to go up, but it finished down. So that means the trade is a loss. So if I take this number, I keep that. Let me open this one here. Let's find that $7 one where it made this one here. So let's get the bot number. This, copy that, and I'm going to pop this on the end of here, and that will load the chart for that one. So we'll have a look at this. Let this chart load. So this robot lost $7 of my budget before it got into a profit. So it obviously got my $7 back and then got me the profit. This might take a little bit of time. Yeah, so look, the chart here wasn't a good chart, was it? Look at how flat it is. And that's the same asset that you've just seen. And look at that, you know, completely different days, really tight for the bot to earn its money, you know, really, really tight. And as we come along, there's not much movement there. And to be honest, if you were trading that manually, good luck to you, okay? Because you'd have no chance at all trading that. And then all of a sudden, the robot placed its trade of $8, and it made, $7, and it made, $7.68. So it got back the $7 that I'd already lost and put me in profit. So, but that's a horrible trade. And if you go back one here, go back to look at that chart compared to the chart we just looked at. So you can see really why that bot was struggling to find a trade, because everything was flat. That was so tight, you'd have to zoom right in on that chart to see the movement. Look at that. Just mind-blowing that the robot even got any success in that. But when you got charts like this, the robot's, its algorithms, analyzes the charts. It works with the Bollinger Bands. It detects bull runs and bear runs and things like that. And it has to place its trade right at a particular time. The last 5 seconds, I think it is, of when the timer runs out for when you're doing binary options. So everything's got to be, it's got to have all its ducks in a row before it places a trade. But of course, you're trading real markets. You can't guarantee that when the bot chooses to place its trade that it's going to win. Okay, but in my case, luckily, it's done that. It's had a win. So what I want to do is I close that, and I want to take you now over to Zukul's other trading bots. I've come up to the dashboard, and from the dashboard, if I go there, I go to the dashboard. I then got these bots here. It says top performing bots. So I click on the view. Okay. Now I've paused this bot Okay, I've paused this bot because I can see that there's something that's not happening right, so I've told the programmers. But we'll have a look at each one of these bots. So this is a fiat to crypto. Okay, so this bot's trading, these two bots that you can see on the screen now, started with a fiat currency, and it's trading with I think it's Bitcoin. There you go, it's there. You can see it's Bitcoin and US dollars, and then this one is Bitcoin and Great British pounds. So let's have a look at this one that I've paused. Okay. Right, and so what this one done, if I come down here, it's got an open order at the moment, and at the moment, there's $3.40 it would be losing. But the robot, obviously I'm not going to, let's move my mouse. I could click on that red button and it will close the order. But I'm not going to do that. I want the robot to trade, and the robot will wait until, it gets into profit. Now, if I look at this trade log, okay, as you can see, starting here, if I look down the bottom here, I had a bug with the robot and it made some losses. Okay, so I told the programmers, because what it was doing is you could see it clearly on the screen, and this is why I've paused it, because we've just got the programmer looking at it. But what it was doing, it was selling when it knew it was in a loss, which was crazy. So as you could see, it made a few losses and got me a loss of 76 cents or 73 cents. Then the programmer fixed it. Then it made a win. Now me loss went down to minus 46, then minus 15, and then it got me into 10 cents profit. So this particular bot, okay, has got me into profit. And as you can see here, I started with $30 trades and I lowered that down to $20 trades. Okay, and basically what the bot was having problems because I didn't have enough funds, so it was placing part of the trade. It was all complicated, but anyway, the programmers fixed it. So from $20, I've turned that $20 into $24, nearly $25, because there's $4.60 profit there, all on autopilot. Now, obviously, if I wanted to earn more money, I would trade with bigger amounts, okay? But again, when you're trading, I prefer to do lots of little trades and earn little bits here and there rather than to risk too big amounts, okay? Always do trading, again, what you can afford to lose, okay? So that's that bot. Let's have a look at the next bot. I think it's this one here. This is Bitcoins with the Great British Pounds. Got two open lots at the moment. As you can see, they're running at a loss, but again, I'm not worried about that. The bot will sell once it gets into profit. And if you look here, I started trading off because this one I've got it to compound. So every time it makes a profit, it uses a part of that profit and adds it to the original trade. So I started with £15, made a profit, and then it started to trade with 15.05, 15.24, 15.29, 15.24, 15.09, because it splits it into different lots, okay? And as you see, as you come up now, so from 15, because I'm compounding, I'm now trading with £16 and 28. And as you can see there, it's this particular one, look, 16.28 returned 16.38. It's only 10 pence, but again, if I want to trade, if I want to earn bigger, I got to trade with bigger. But when you trade with bigger, the risk is bigger. So I like to set up little tiny robots that make little profits, and it doesn't matter then if I've got lots and lots of bots running. I've got a couple of accounts here, but I just wanted to keep this one nice and clean, just to show you, because I've got lots of bots running on other, in another account. So this one shows you these. What the point is why I put these in here is that you can trade with small amounts. You see, £16, and on the last one I just showed you $20. So it's making trades with $20, making me small profit. And this is a little cash cow as far as I'm concerned, because it keeps trading. This Zukul trading bots, I love them. I really do. Okay, so come back a screen, and this time we're going to go. So I'll just tell you here, you can trade inside Zukul. You can trade fiat to crypto. So what's a fiat currency? Just in case you're not familiar, that's your pounds, your dollars, your euros, your Russian rubles, or your Chinese, your Japanese yen, or your RMB, or your Korean won, whatever you want to, you put in the exchange. So that's my fiat trades. Then you can trade with what's called a semi-auto, and I'm going to show you that bot in a minute. You can trade gold, real physical gold, with Bitcoin. You've got crypto to crypto, so you can do, Bitcoin and Ethereum, or Ethereum and I don't know, Electronium. So that gives you all that. Then you've got your archives there, all your past trading bots, and then you've got your binary options, which I showed you a little bit earlier. So let's have a look at the semi-auto trading bots. Okay, now with these semi-autos, what this does is, I'll look at the details just to show you. So at the top of the screen, when the chart loads, you've got this buy button. Now what that means is you're going to set the robot up, and you're going to say, I don't want you to do any buying and selling. I don't want the robot to do any buying and selling. All I want you to do is to track what's going on for me and place the trade. So I don't have to log into the exchange. I can set up one of these semi-automatic bots, click on buy, that will place an order in the order book. Okay, and it will either buy me, in this case it bought me Bitcoin, okay, with Great British Pounds. So I started with pounds and it bought me Bitcoin. Now this particular robot, I've set up what's called I want this to be a long position. So I'm not looking to get out of this trade until around the halving, Bitcoin halving. Now again, when you do these trades, these long trades, these are trades that you're looking at the long-term picture. You're not looking, when you're in a profit straight away. You're looking at long-term. If you want to go those profits in, profits out, profits in, profits out type of trades, you do the other types. But this is a semi-automatic robot, okay? So if I come down, this is the chart of what's been going on. And if I come down here, you can see that I bought £54 worth of Bitcoin, okay? So obviously, if I wanted to, if I take that 54, let's just see what this is, and I'll show you. So if I come to here, I just want to show you this, and I come over to here, percentages, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll this down. Bear with me, and I'm just going to put 54 in there, okay? So that's the £54 that I started with. And if I come back over to the bot, so I got 54, and it's already £6.22. This is in pounds, okay? So 54 plus the 6.22 equals £60.22 pence rather. Let's come back over to here. So in here, I'll put in £60.22. So you can see now the bot I've already made with that long trade 11 point, just over 11.5%, okay, which is fantastic. Now, if you put £54 in the bank, and if I come back here, this was started on the 27th of April, okay? So if you put £54 in the bank, by the 1st of May, I can guarantee you wouldn't have made £6.23 in profit, okay? Of course, this could be in a loss, could it? Because the price of Bitcoin could have gone down. But what I did was I saw what was going on in the market regards Bitcoin, and I thought this is a good time for me to start a long trade. Now, I've got this long trade running, and I've got a couple of others running on another account. But I wanted to show you this because I want to show with low figures to show people that you can actually trade. Now, obviously, if I come back to here and I change this to an O, and I change that to an O, I'd still make this 11%. But you see, I would have, if I was trading with £540, I would have made 60 quid. Okay. So obviously, if I wanted to put a 1 in front of that and say I was trading with £1,500 and I made £1,600 profit, that's an increase again. You see, but over 60. So, what have I done there? Why has that gone like that? It should have been 11%. So let's just get what that was, and I can put the right amount up there. What was it before? I think it was 11. Was it 11%? I've lost me track there. So if I did, let's just do that. If I started with, say, £500, okay, and going on based on what that said before, so it was a £500 times 11%, that would be 555, I think it is 555. So you could see it made me 50. It would have made me $55. That's with 11%. So obviously, if you want to make money, bigger money, you've got to trade with bigger. Let me just get rid of that. Sorry, that's asking for an update. So I'm earning small amounts there because I'm trading with small amounts. But I recommend, or I don't encourage people to trade and get greedy. Only trade with what you can afford to lose. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to come back over to the broadcast, and I'm going to come back to my camera, and I'm going to check to see if we've got any questions coming up. And then what we're going to do, because Barbara's online, I'm going to see if I can actually use I'm going to go into your account, Barb, if that's okay, in your Johnny Blockchain account. So let me just come over to Johnny Blockchain, and where is it? And so if you've got any questions, pop them into nice big capital letters, and I'll see if I can get to those questions for you. But at the moment, it looks like we've not got any questions. Everybody's... we got a question coming up here. What are the best bases to select the algorithm and the strategy in the binary bot? I'll show you that in a minute, Giles, if that's all right. But what I do, just bear with me a second, because I'll show you. I did make a video, actually. I hope I uploaded it. I'm sure I did. To YouTube. Right. So let me come back to Zukul, and we'll come to. I'll share my screen again. Where's it gone? And we'll see if we can cover Giles's question. Right, so here I am with in Zukul with my bot that I set up. Let's just have a look to see if it's done anything, to see if it's high volatility there. I don't know whether you can see that. So I've got high volatility switched off. So if the bot detects that there's high volatility, which means it's doing erratic movements, it won't place any trades. Okay, so let's come up to how do you set these bots up. So you come up to trading, and then go down to my botting stats. This may take a little bit of time to load, so you're going to have to bear with me. Let me just have a swig of water. Excuse me. So here we are, okay? So I'm going to come over to commodities. Now, if you see something that's greyed out, so look, the US crude up here is greyed out, so it's not actually online at the moment. Oh dear, excuse me. So what you've got is, if I look at my strategies, so if I come back, let me come back to this tab here. Let's come up the top, and let's go down to my betting bots, and I'll show you. Let's have a look at my stats on this. So we look at the edit the settings. So what I've done is I've chose the US crude oil, and I've got strategy A. So basically what I do is at the top here, you can click what you'd like to choose. So I'm going to choose strategy A. I'm going to use algorithm 10 for the moment. And I know that I'm going to use this 1248 formula. So the 1248 formula, I don't change. That's just going to stay. Now what I'm looking for is down this left-hand side, I'm looking for stuff that's in the green. So I've got this UK Brent thing here. It says plus 1152. Now, what we've got on the screen here is we've got the last 3 days, because we're the 1st of May now. So if you would have run this particular strategies, which is or these formulas and this algorithm, so that's strategy A, algorithm 10 with the formula 124 that one, what was it, 1248. Sorry, okay. That's what's called a martingale formula. Now, if you'd have run that over the last 3 days, and this is what you'd have been making in profit, you would have used a budget of $13 yesterday, but you would have walked away with a profit of $4.44. The day before that, on the 29th, you would have used a budget of $15, and you would have walked away with $1.60. So obviously you'd have got your $15 back and got $1.60 in profit. Then you would have used a budget of $15, and you would have walked away with $5.48 profit. So in all, you would have come over the last 3 days $11.52 if you chose that asset on those formulas, okay, and those settings. But that doesn't mean that the 1st of May it's going to win again, because you can see here it made $1.40. Here it made a loss. $5.48 made a win of 160, 444. But if you look here, this one made a profit of $1.51, but then it lost $26, and this lost $29. Okay, now you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And if I look at this one, it lost 16 cents. This one gained 180, and this gained 88. This one, look, it won 11.08, and then it lost, and then it lost. So I like to look for bots that have got all in green. Okay, and then when I see one that I quite like the look of, so say I was going to choose this one, I now come to the individual settings, because these are the default settings I set for all the bots to be all exactly the same. So now I come here and I just first off change the formula. Go to B, see what that happens. Well, that was 11 something. It's dropped down to 3. So then I'll go to C. I'm going to stick with the A formula for the moment. And then I'm going to come to this algorithm. And I'm just going to say, well, I was on 10. Let's go 50. See what that does. So look, an algorithm that's lost me 32. But what I could do is say, well, let me try with strategy B. Yeah, not bad. Still a loss. No, so definitely still A is a good strategy. Then what I'll do is I'll come down and hit the 100. So it looks to me, and I'll change the strategies again. Change them. Still a loss. Still a loss. I know, 40 cents, but I don't like that. I had to trade with $39, and I know I don't do that, because I'm going to trade with $16. So that would be a no-no for me. So I'm going to put this back to A. And then what I'm going to do is put the algorithm back to 10. And that would be the bot that I would probably go with if I was looking at that. Okay, so then I come down. So there's one possible bot that I could go with. And now I'm looking for the next one that's in green. And that's this one here, the US crude. And as I can see at the moment, there's a day that's lost. So I probably wouldn't choose that now, you see. So I chose that the other day when it was all in green. But now that's it. It's got a red there. So what I would do is, first off, I'd come and play with the strategies, see if it makes any difference. No, didn't make. That's a profit. But there's a loss on the last day. So that's not a good idea, is it, to take a loss on the last day of the last 3 days? Wouldn't be so bad if it was a loss on the first day. But what I try to do is I try to see if the figures are similar, I mean, look, this is $5.48. And then only 160, then 4. So this is 2/3 of the way of me choosing this bot. But this sort of shies me away because it's that 160. And of course, what I can do is I can go to all the assets. I just did them ones just to show you, because I knew that wouldn't bring back many. And I put A in here. I put in here algorithm 10. And here I put in the 1248. And then I'll be looking down all of the assets until I see green. There's one, the euro to the Japanese yen. So I'll come back to that later. I keep going down. There's another couple of trades here. Another one there, the US dollar with the yen. Come down a bit further. The Australian dollar to the CAD. Okay, so there's another one I'd look at because it's already in green. There's another one I'd look at that's in green. There's another one I'd look at that's in green. And then you've got all these ones here I'd look at, they're in green. But these are fiat currencies and they're off market, because obviously, though it's cryptocurrencies are 24 hours, but crude oil and those other things, they're not 24 hours. They go offline at certain times of the day, depending on the market you're in. So that's what I do. Look, there's that one I looked at earlier. Yeah, that 1152 coming down bit further. So that's all I do is I look for the ones that are in green. Then I start to look. Facebook there. Look, if you could do Facebook trading. And that's not bad, is it? 260, 2 to 4. So that's sort of going up in the right direction, isn't it? I like to, if I can, to get the numbers, these numbers to, start at one number and then the next number be slightly higher and the third number slightly higher again. Then I know the robots run the strategy and it looks like a good strategy. So hopefully Giles, that gives you an idea how to choose one. There's another one. Look, $8 thing, but the euro with the ruble. Okay. So again, that's all I do is I go down there and I identify 2 or 3 that I like the look of, and obviously the ones I'm looking at, they're all in green and they got the most profit. And then I play with the individual settings on those particular assets. So if I look at this one here, let's see if I put it in strategy B. No, that's going to be a loss. Strategy C, no. So the best one out of that was the A. Then I'm going to come to the algorithm, go into 50. No, that's no good, but I'll change the strategy again. Come down to B. No, look, $95 lost. No. So that looks like A is the best strategy for this particular asset. Come down to the 100. 100, but you see, look, made a profit there, 16, and then 2 losses. So I definitely wouldn't be doing a trade that's got those 2 losses in. You know, you want these all to be green, really. And if you are going to have any red ones in, the red light would be like this one. You see, it's got $2, then it's $2.20, so it's minus $2. Then it made the next day, it made a $2 profit, and then the next day it made a $3 profit. So that would be one I'd look at if there was no green ones. But we've already seen that, you know, some of the assets I looked at earlier, that all these boxes are green. Okay, but remember, when you're looking at these robots here, this is what's happened running no strategy, because obviously we collect all the data and what happened in the last 3 days. Just because it's been in a profit for the last 3 days, it doesn't mean it's going to be in a profit tomorrow. Okay, so you know, this binary options does have a lot. It's probably the riskiest type of trading. If you're just starting out and money's tight, I wouldn't do it. But binary options, I will say, you can get, you know, if you're trading with $10 and $20, you can, and you've got a good bot running, you can make some good, you know, some real fantastic trades. So if I just bring you back just to show you the demo one, let me show you the demo bot. It can make you lots and lots of money, you know. So if I look at here, go to the demo, and come here. Look, this one here has done what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's made about $180 profit. So that ain't bad, is it? You know? And so, but you'd have to have a budget of 160. Obviously, it hasn't lost that 160 because it's made 120. But if it lost on the next bot, you know, this one here, if this completely lost, I would lose 160, but I've made 180, so I would be in profit of $20. That's the downside with binary. It can be very, very risky, and not, you know, so don't do big amounts. Now, what I wanted to do is just to check. We're in Johnny Blockchain here. We're in Barbara's account, and we're going to go down to my roots. Barbara's been going blazing guns, you know, she's making some fantastic profits. And if you want Barbara, she's got a couple of bots here. There's a bug here because we've just added this exchange, and I really laboured a bit too much on Zukul. But what we got, I want to show you what we've been adding and what we're doing, okay? So Barbara, look at Barbara's. Look, 1st of May, 604%, 15%, 627%. ROIs these are, okay? Barbara tends to trade with, starting with a fiat currency, dollar or pounds, on euros, and then she buys her first coin and she looks at that. But if you want to know, you want to find out how Barbara chooses a trade, then you need to contact Barbara. But I just wanted to show you her account, okay? So, you know, she's got some nice trades here. Electronium increased her Electronium by 0.9%, you know, nearly 1%. 2.4%, 537%, 9.3%, 522, 6.5, 26.3, 25%, 25. There's trade after trade after trade that Barbara's doing. I'm not going to take you to her portfolio and show you what her balances are, but she's trading with some good amounts of money and she's making some fantastic returns. Now, what we got going on inside Johnny Blockchain is, I'm going to come back to here to see if we've got any questions at the same time. Now, what we've got going on in Johnny Blockchain at the moment, we're adding more exchanges now that are going to work with the robot. So the first exchange that we're still working on at the moment is CoinX. It's not completely finished, so it's disabled at the moment for robot trading, but hopefully early part of next week we will have finished it off, and that will be ready, because we've been switching it on and off and we've been testing it, but we see that there's a couple of a little bit of debugging it needs to be done. So we've added the first one we added was Coinbase Pro. Okay, that's now added. So we've taken our robot exchanges, instead of 36, we've now got 39, because we've added 3 more exchanges. We've added Coinbase Pro, so that now works with the robot. We've added CoinX, which we see that it's got a few bugs today. So switched it off, debugged that, switch it back on. We've got BitBay that's gone on. So we've got now those ones, and if I come here, I'll just read you out the other ones. Let me just get my notepad up, because I did make a note of this. If I can find it, bear with me. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding some more. Where's the list of coins? Can I find it? Never worked with animals, children, and the internet, because I can't find the list of coins now. Oh, I know where they are. Beg your pardon. Give me a second. So we're going to be adding more exchanges to the arbitrage section. Okay, so that you'll be able to, one, manage your portfolio and do arbitrage trades with them. And if I just get the list of coins up. Right, so we're going to be adding CoinsNil, we've already done. BitBay, we've already done. Coinbase Pro, we've already done. CoinX, sorry. CoinX is, we're just debugging it. Then we're going to add CoinsNil. Then we're going to add Bitstamp. Then we're going to add, I think you pronounce it, Huobi. Then we're going to add C2CX. Then we're going to have Premium. Then we're going to have Core Byte. Then we're going to add ItBit. Then we're going to add BTC Markets. Then we're going to add Bitflyer. Then we're going to add Sexio. Then we're going to add CoinCheck. And then we're going to add OKCoin. Now, each one of those exchanges takes us about 10 hours to add. So it's about 2.5 weeks there before all of those exchanges. So by the end of May, we should have those exchanges that I've just read you, okay, that I've just read out. Now, what we're also doing is we've worked on, if you go to My Roots now, and I think I can share my screen again, and I'll just show you. So if we're in Barbara's account, let's just cue this up again. Now, what we did was we changed this pop-up that I'm about to show you, because it didn't read. It was reading middle, right, left. So now what it's got is it's all reading from the left, like you would be reading a book. So Barbara's robot, this robot did complete on autopilot, because Barbara does the real arbitrages rather than the semi-arbitrage. But it says you're at the exchange Coinbase Pro with this Trezor coin. This is a good coin, actually. This, I think, is going to come into its play within the next sort of 6 months or so. You know, there's a lot happening with this. Be worth looking it up. But anyway, don't want to sidetrack. It bought Trezor. With Trezor, it bought Bitcoin. And then on Livecoin, it used Bitcoin to buy Trezor, and that gave Barbara the profit. So she had Trezor on Coinbase, and on Livecoin she had Bitcoin. And when the trade was finished, she had Trezor on this, or Trezor on this Livecoin, and she had Bitcoin on Coinbase Pro. You know, two great exchanges there. You know, so that now reads from left to right, as you can see, where before the exchange used to be in the middle and it would be all unreadable, really. So we've tidied that up, and what we're working on now is, if I come over to trade and arbitrage, and I click on this here, we're working on this pop-up, okay? We're working on this, so there's going to be a new one of these early part of next week. It might be Monday or something like that. But this will be a complete new pop-up. It's going to be split into 2 halves, and when it comes online, I'll show you it in more detail. So we're adding more exchanges. So if you come over to, we've got My Tools, My Exchanges, okay? There'll be more exchanges added in here that you'll be able to choose. You can see that you've got Coin Check, CoinsMate, and so on. There's a lot more exchanges that are being added in there. Okay, so if you see them on the list, it means you haven't got them connected. If they're not on the list, it means you've already got them connected. Okay, right. So if I come back over to here, and I'll stop sharing, I'll come to the camera. I was going to do some stuff on the whiteboard, but I don't think I need to, do I? Let's just see if I can get the chat up and have a look to see if we've got any questions. So if you've got a question, pop it in capital letters. You must pop it in capital letters, all right? Because obviously I won't see it. How about Binance USA? Yeah, we will look into Binance USA, but the last time we looked, the problem was that their API keys were not as good as their standard API keys that they got with Binance.com. But we'll recheck that one back out to see if they bought their API keys. This is something that only Binance can do. The rules have changed different in the UK. So what somebody's asking Barbara, any chance of adding Binance USA? Yeah, I've just answered that. I know the main Binance is online, but the USA are not. No. So let's just go up this chat to see if there's any questions here. I think Giles. Hopefully, did that cover your question? Hopefully that covered your question. And if you've got questions, you can always put them under the YouTube videos, because YouTube now have given me the ability to go to all the comments in one place. So it's a lot easier for me to answer. Of course, you can put, if you've got a problem or you want to find out some technical stuff with either Zukul or Johnny Blockchain, you submit a ticket through there. But don't ask trading questions, because they're not going to answer your trading questions. They're not going to give you trading advice in the support ticket. Of course, join our Facebook group. If I share my screen again, we've got a Facebook group, okay? Now, the Facebook group is called Your Crypto Club. So what we do inside here, we not only talk about Johnny Blockchain and Zukul, but I'll also, and other members will, give a lot of information of what's going on in the crypto world. If you put any links in here that are affiliate links, they get removed and you get banned from the group. We want to keep the group nice and clean, okay? Nice and clean. So as you can see, there's my hangout that I'm doing now. There's Anthony. He's posted a testimonial for some trades that he done with Zukul. Another testimonial with Johnny Blockchain. Another testimonial. This is with Zukul that William's done there. My hangout again. There's a video I made. So there's a lot of stuff in here. And if I come over to the announcements on the left-hand side here, there is actually a testimonial post in here when it loads. Okay. Never work with children animal on the internet. There we go. Where are we? That's support. There's a support post there in the announcements. Okay, so if you've got a question, you can pop it under the support post. If you've got any bugs that are broken routes, you can put that under support ticket post or send in a support ticket. But we've got a testimonial post here. So if you've got a testimonial, we've got 131 testimonials so far underneath that post from people that have been doing trades. Okay, so check those out. Now, what I did want to do is, because the idea of this hangout is, make money working from home. So I've showed you the trading bots, okay? But what I want to also show you is, if I come up inside Johnny Blockchain and I come to here, I've got Barbara's name. Obviously, your name would be there. You go down to referral program. So if you want to refer people, you'll make, it's got all the information there. You've got 25%. Now, if you want to bring people in through Zukul, okay, I'm not going to show you it on here, but Zukul has got an amazing compensation plan. Just amazing. If you're a person that wants to build, a downline where you're going to trade and you want to bring in people, Zukul is probably the best place for you to come, because you'll pick up the commissions from Zukul. And we've got, we pay down in many levels inside Zukul. You'll pick up commissions from Zukul. You'll also pick up commissions inside Johnny Blockchain as well, once you set your Johnny Blockchain account up. So Zukul is probably the best path to come through. Come through Zukul if you want to do this trading that I showed you here, and you want to do Johnny Blockchain. Zukul's the best place to come via. And if you don't go to zukul.com, okay? Contact somebody. I'll ask people to leave their affiliate links under this video in YouTube. Join somebody, you know. Join somebody. There's Barbara, there's Graham, there's loads of people on this that are on these YouTube videos that leave a comment. Join them. They know the business. And if you don't want to do any trading, you could still earn money. Okay, you could still earn money by just promoting the site. You know. So obviously I do a bit of promoting, and so far I've got almost a Bitcoin there to withdraw out of my balance from a bit of promoting I'm doing through one of my personal promoting, just posting on Facebook, and then obviously I post out on Facebook for Johnny Blockchain as well and earn a commission. But obviously my commission goes back into the company, okay, to pay for our programmers and things like that. But if you want to do, if you're an internet marketer, Zukul is a great place to come, because we've got, not only can you earn some commission, but we've got a few little tools that we've got as well. So if I come back over to here, and I don't know whether I was sharing my screen then. Was I sharing my screen? I don't think I was. So I'll do that again. I do beg your pardon. So on Zukul, look, we've got an affiliate section, okay? Now, if you come into Johnny Blockchain, which is over here, and you go up to where your name is in the top right-hand corner, go down to referral program, bring you to this page. So all of the people that join and buy a package, through Johnny Blockchain, you'll get 25% commission there. But if you're a real sort of marketing type person and you can get out there and bring people in, it's better for you to join Zukul, because you'll pick up a lot more commissions and you'll get access, whether you want them or not, you'll get access to both Zukul and Johnny Blockchain with the right package. You need this gold package, okay? This gold package gives you Zukul, these bots that are here, and it will give you Johnny Blockchain. And then you can, if you want, you can upgrade in here and pay a few extra dollars, and you'll get the binary bot as well. And then you'll basically have all of it. But really, if these packages here, of course, the diamond package is the best, where you'll pick up the most commissions, You'll pick up commissions from every one of these packages. But if you're only in this silver package and you've got a downline and they go into the gold package, you'll only receive a commission from the funnel in the silver package, okay? But if you want to pick up all the commissions, the diamond package is the best. And we've got diamond package members in this that have watched these hangouts, and they're the people to join up with, because they know all about these packages, okay? So underneath this video, when the broadcast is finished, look for people's affiliate links. Join them. They'll be able to give you a one-on-one. Have a look check them out on Facebook and all that sort of stuff. But they'll be able to give you a one-on-one and help you and get you set up. Okay. So there we are. We've come to almost the end now. Dave Orn, I've set up a 2.76, but it had the target set for £25. Should I? I would set it down, Dave, personally. I like to put a smaller profit and then let the bot reproduce. But again, test it and see how you go. If you terminate a binary bot, is it in and it's in profit? Do you get the profit? Yeah, the profit, of course, because the profit, when you terminate a bot, all it means is it's going to stop the bot, okay? Doesn't mean your profit's sitting in your binary options account, isn't it? So if you're in profit and you terminate the bot, then it won't do any more trades, basically. It will just stop it from trading. So that's what happens when it terminates, and then it will just move it over to archives. So hopefully that. Well, guys, 6:59. Run out of time. So thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to end the broadcast there, and keep an eye out. Look, if you're serious about making money on the internet, and you want to make money from home, Johnny Blockchain and Zukul, you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. We take payment in Bitcoin. We pay out in Bitcoin. If you don't want to use the trading platforms, you don't have to. You could still earn money. You'll still earn the commission in Zukul if you're a paid member. If you're not, it gets passed up. But if you want to use the free account inside Johnny Blockchain, you can get paid whether you're paid up or not. You know, so Johnny Blockchain, if you only want to promote and only want to earn from Johnny Blockchain, but if you want to earn from all of the trading bots and you want to earn from all of your downline, then Zukul's probably the best path for you to go. Zukul, and then from there you can get access to Johnny Blockchain. And if contact someone that's on this hangout, okay? You have a fantastic weekend. Thanks very much for joining me, and I'll see you hopefully next Friday. And I'm doing the hangouts slightly earlier now. I'm doing them at 6 o'clock in the evening because I want to have my dinner. It was getting too late for me to have a dinner and a swig of the old grape juice. So I'm starting hangouts. The new time will be from 6 till 7, not from 7 to 8. Okay? So have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you on the next broadcast. And stay safe. Tutty bye.